This is a branch of geometry called constructions, and the only rules on constructions is that you only use a straight edge and a compass. So there are really no measuring devices, and you could create a lot of different shapes by using this, and it's very transferable to drawing in CAD. So in CAD, if you want to draw an isosceles triangle or equilateral triangle, you measure everything out, and you have to do it with polar coordinates, length of a line, and angles. But you can really do it with constructions pretty easily. So if you just start with a given line, and then off of that given line, you create an arc. So you set your compass at a set distance, and you create an arc across that line, and then you take that same arc and continue it all the way up this way, and then create another arc of the same radius. Where those things intersect will give you an equilateral triangle. So now I just use my straight edge, to connect these vertices, and there's an equilateral triangle. So kind of understanding the concepts of constructions really helps a lot in design and layout, whether it's on CAD or whether it's on a set of plans. So our first construction is an equilateral triangle. The next construction I was going to go over is bisecting an angle. So if you have a given angle, whatever the measure is, rather than having to set up all your analyze tools to find the measure of an angle, you could actually bisect it, which means cut it in two equal parts. Use my compass, create an arc across that angle. That gives me 2 points equidistant from the vertex. And then I create another set of arcs from those points of intersection. Connect those points. And that's how I bisect an angle. So if I have a given line, I want to create a line parallel to that through, say, this point right here. The way I do that is I create a transversal that goes across the two. So I first create a transversal, then I use my compass to create an arc across this first angle. I create that same arc across this. This should be a little bit longer. Then I use my compass to measure this opening, and I transfer that up here with an arc. And then I close, or I create that parallel line going through the point and that point of intersection. So using geometry constructions, that's how I create parallel lines, and then double arrows mean those lines are parallel. So these two are alternate exterior angles are congruent. What about these two right here, Sunny?
Alternate interior angles.
And they're
Congruent.
Congruent as well. And then what are these two called right here, Sunny?
A linear pair.
Linear pair, and they both add up to?
180.
Yeah. So if this right here, max was, say, 50 degrees, what would the measure of this angle right here be?
50.
Yep, right here, Jace?
130.
Yep. 50 and 130. So we have three constructions. Again, construction is only using a compass and a straight edge. The first one is creating an equilateral triangle. The second one is bisecting an angle. And the third one is creating a parallel line, given a line and a point. So what I have in red is what was given, in black are my constructions. So if you would please go ahead and create all three of these constructions. An equilateral triangle, bisect a given angle, create a parallel line through an existing line and a point.
Yay!
Mi compass es su compass.